I usually do not do content like this anymore, but this was brought to my attention, and I'll leave a link to the video so you can watch it for yourself. I'm not going to put it in the video. It's disturbing. I watched it once. I cannot watch it again. Randy Cox was handcuffed and incapacitated when police in New Haven dragged him from the back of the vehicle. He was not wearing a seatbelt and his head slammed against the back of the van when the officer driving it made a sudden stop. It is disturbing, and I'm glad that they're calling for justice and they're pursuing damages. He's paralyzed now. He is paralyzed, and that video, it's like it's from hell. It is literally like watching demons enjoy harming an innocent person. It's disgusting. Basically, they picked him up at a party, a house party, a block party actually, because he was a felon and he had a weapon. They arrested him. It didn't look like it was like some crazy scene. There was no shooting, no shootout, no anything. He just had the weapon, and then they took the weapon, put the handcuffs on him, put him in the back of a van, did not buckle him in, did not secure him in, and then they said the officer had to make a stop, and it slammed him into the back of the van. His head, you hear it, you see it, and you know there is some damage from it. Once they open the door, because he's yelling that he can't move, and after that there's a female officer saying that he's pretending, get up, you can move, and then they get him and drag him out, put him in a wheelchair. He literally cannot move. He said he feels like his neck is broken, and they're yelling at him, talking shit to him, and then threw him around like a rag doll, creating more injuries. And I haven't seen the traffic video. Maybe somebody can comment and tell me this, because he could have did that on purpose. And this is giving very Freddie Gray 2015, where Freddie Gray Jr., he was 25 years old. He was arrested in Baltimore for illegal possession of a knife. While being transported in the police van, Gray sustained injuries and was taken to trauma center. He died. Again, he was not secure in the back of the van. It was done on purpose. If you know anything about police conduct, there have been pictures of police officers posing with black dead bodies like they're animals, things like that. And they want to start this up again. You know what's really funny about this whole thing? And I'm not talking about these young men being paralyzed or die. I'm talking about the fact that inflation is insane. It's a recession. Fires are ablaze. Weather is insane. I don't believe the thing about the food shortages, but everything is out of control. It's spinning out of control. You've got the CV and its little friends, its little variants floating around, MP floating around, and it's getting worse and worse. And these people want to go back to what they were doing. They don't know when to stop. And when you hear the officer's name, people are going to say, oh, he was Hispanic. That's not a race, not a fucking race. I'm tired of having to say you need to know the difference between race, ethnicity, nationality, culture, and religion. Google it. Most of them, if you ask them for their driver's license, they check white. I know how they get down. So, and I don't want to hear it about not all. I'm talking about this case. If it's not all, you shouldn't be offended because you know it doesn't apply to you. This was so disturbing. This is why there is a call to defund the police. And I know saying that with the current situation of femicide, black femicide going on, it's not 5.5 hours, it's 5 hours. You feel like you need the police. What you need is a weapon, and you need to defend yourself at all costs. because 9 out of 10, the police is not going to help anyway. They don't care. I'm sorry, I experienced a situation where a black woman needed help and they really didn't give a damn. But I'll go ahead and end it right here. Let me know if you've been following this case. Let me know if this reminds you of any other cases, and I'll see you in the next one.